Another day here in Denver for Broncos practice is officially in the books, under their belt. And with that being said, we have so much more news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here at practice. And in this video, I wanted to break down a couple of the guys who have been, looking good so far, but also positioning themselves to potentially break out in 2024. But more importantly, we're just going to let you know everything that you need to know about today's training camp practice. I do want you guys to understand that most of these highlights are from today, but the second half of it, it's going to be the majority of yesterday's and the day before's as well. So keep that in mind as you watch these highlights. Not all from today, but the most are. Now, also, make sure you go follow all of the Broncos media members on Twitter. Guys, I promise you, you will not regret it. They work so hard getting highlights and takeaways away from practice each and every single day. So if you go follow them right now, you'll be able to keep up with practice just like I do from following these guys at the top left of your screen. From there, you'll be able to find so many more that cover the Browns. Now, with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video a little bit and talk about today's practice. Now, Zach Wilson had a beautiful throw today. Really good one to Troy Franklin, which is interesting, right? Bo Nix already has that, chemistry and rapport with Troy Franklin. But it was Zach Wilson who, in 7-on-7s, threw a beautiful touch pass, 30 yards out. Great catch, great pass, and a great touchdown from Zach Wilson to Troy Franklin. As of right now, we don't really know who the starting quarterback is going to be for this team. All three quarterbacks have done a really good job so far competing with each other. And you know what? I want you guys to comment down below right now. You predict who is the day one starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. If you had to pick right now, who are you going to say? We also saw Nick Bonito back at practice, which is huge for them because Sean Payton yesterday said, Nick Bonito should be good sooner rather than later. Today, he was back at practice. He is just another piece to this edge rushing group involving guys like Baron Browning, Jonathan Cooper. Now Nick Bonito is back and Jonah Ellis as well, man. They got four guys I really like. And then you go even further, you talk about a guy named Darrell Nichami. He's been good as well. So they have some really good edge rushers over here, in Denver, and I feel like it's just starting to really showcase. I cannot wait for the preseason, regular season to see these guys continue to work every single day. Then we had another 7-on-7 session featuring Stidham as a quarterback. Made a couple of really good plays, but more specifically had a beautiful touchdown pass to Courtland Sutton. And then right after that is when we had the Zach Wilson, Troy Franklin for a touchdown. Franklin has a lot of things that he needs to work on. I don't think he will be a day one starter for this football team. I think they like Josh Reynolds. I think they really like, a guy like Courtland Sutton, but also more importantly, Marvin Mims, right? Tim Patrick. I think those guys are really, really high up on the depth chart. I think Troy Franklin, like I said, has work to do, will get better as time goes on, but I don't think that time is right now. Well, again, we'll see what happens going forward. But I'm excited to see his growth as a player. Bo Nix came in and, he did have an interception during today's practice. Before we get into any of that, actually do me a favor, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Broncos throughout the entirety of the offseason, every single training camp practice, preseason football games, breaking down film, and for the regular season as well, man. Make sure you guys join the family. We just hit over 100,000 subscribers, but this is just the beginning, man. Shout out to Denver Broncos Nation. We're just getting started, and let's jump right back into the video. So like I said, Bo Nix did throw an interception in the red zone, or in the end zone, I want to say. Ball was a little bit underthrown, and Wallace was able to jump it. Levi Wallace was able to jump it and got a beautiful interception on rookie quarterback Bo Nix. But then Bo Nix came back and adjusted really, really well. In that second team period, a good ball to David Sills, and then a nasty wheel route by Javonte Williams ended up being a touchdown for Bo Nix. Those are the type of things you want to see, right? You want to see a quarterback go through a struggle, but bounce back, right? Come back harder and make sure you, make an impact on the team. And that's exactly what he did. An unbelievable throw, perfect, beautiful touch on it, dropping it over a defender in the end zone, right in the hands of Javonte Williams, who actually did make a really nice catch. I don't want to take anything away from that. But then you talk about that play to David Sills setting up them, for that wheel route, 15-yard out route, finding him right when he broke the, broke on his route. Beautiful ball there by Bo Nix. So yes, did throw an interception, but also had a really, really good bounce back as well. Overall, I think today's practice was good. A couple of touchdown passes from the quarterbacks in 7-on-7s. Got some guys back healthy from practice. Jonas Griffith made 2 really good plays in coverage, including a 3rd down deflection. That dude is quick. He is, I guess you could say like a sideline to sideline, but also, can come off the edge. I mean, this dude's just really good. I'm excited about him and what he can do in year 1. Maybe as a depth player. Don't know how much he'll play right away. But then the 28-yard touchdown to Troy Franklin from Zach Wilson was definitely a highlight. Brandon Jones was on the field as, camp or today's practice started. He didn't have the helmet on, so I don't really know how much he's going to practice over the next few days, but it is limited from that hamstring that he pulled on Friday. But overall, that's basically it for today's practice. I'm going to allow you guys to watch a little bit more highlights without me saying anything for a second. Make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, follow my Twitch if you want to watch some Broncos games with me during the season. We're going to be live streaming over there, breaking down film in real time. Matty Dubs with 3 S's, or you can find the link in the description below. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next Broncos update. Peace.
I sing a English no